Welcome to OFAR. In this tutorial, I'll be guiding you on how to assemble the Micke Desk with the add-on unit from IKEA. For this build, you have a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, a hammer, and an Allen key that IKEA gives you. To speed up the assembly process, you can use a drill with the Phillips or posi-drive bit. So first, let's focus on the big drawer. Grab this front drawer piece and put it into this orientation. Also grab two of these screws and screw them into these two holes. Next, grab both side drawer pieces and put them into this orientation. Also grab two of these dowels and hammer them into these two holes. Then attach both side drawer pieces like this. Now grab two of the smallest cam lock nuts and secure them into these two holes. Then grab the bottom of the drawer and insert it as shown. Now place the back of the drawer like this. Next, grab two plastic pins and hammer them into these two holes. If you have a rubber mallet, then you can also use it in this step. Then turn and flip the drawer over like this, and also grab the corresponding DL and DR drawer slides and four of these small screws. Now go to this side and secure the DL drawer slide with two screws. Then go to the other side and secure the DR drawer slide with two screws. Now let's focus on the small drawer. Grab this front drawer piece and put it into this orientation. Also grab two of these screws and screw them into these two holes. Next, grab both side drawer pieces and put them into this orientation. Also grab two dowels and hammer them into these two holes. Then connect both side drawer pieces like this. Now grab two of the smallest cam lock nuts and secure them into these two holes. Then insert the bottom of the drawer like this. Now attach the back of the drawer as shown. Next, grab 2 plastic pins and hammer them into these 2 holes. Then turn and flip the drawer over and grab the corresponding DL and DR drawer slides and 4 of these small screws. Now for this side, secure the DL drawer slide using 2 screws. Then for the other side, secure the DR drawer slide with 2 screws. So the Micke desk can come in 2 different orientations. I picked the cabinet to be on the right side, and these next steps will show how everything's put together. Now grab both of these pieces and put them into this orientation. Also grab 2 dowels and hammer them into these 2 holes. Then attach this piece as shown. Then grab this piece and make sure that these 2 holes are in this orientation. Also grab 2 dowels and hammer them into these 2 holes. Then attach this piece as shown. Now grab these 2 panels and put them into this orientation. Also grab 8 of these screws and screw them into these 8 holes. Next, grab the right and left drawer slides and 4 of these small screws. Now secure the left drawer slide with 2 screws like this. The drawer slide should be marked with an L. Then secure the right drawer slide to the bigger panel like this. Then bring in this structure and also grab 2 dowels. Then hammer the 2 dowels into these 2 holes. Now attach both panels like this. Then grab 8 of these medium-sized cam lock nuts and secure them into these 8 holes. Now grab the left drawer slide and 2 of these small screws, then secure it using the 2 screws. Next, grab this panel and put it into this orientation. Also grab the right drawer slide and 2 small screws, then secure it as shown. Now grab 2 hinge plates and 4 of these screws, then secure each hinge plate with 2 screws. Just make sure the arrow is facing outwards and align the holes with the letter A. Then grab 4 of these screws and screw them into these 4 holes. Now bring in this piece and put it into this orientation, then attach it as shown. Then grab 2 of the longest cam lock nuts and secure them into these 2 holes. Now grab this piece and put it into this orientation. The IKEA instructions say that this should be the unfinished edge, but in my situation, both edges were finished, so it doesn't really matter which orientation it's in. Also grab 4 dowels and hammer them into these 4 holes and attach this piece as shown. Then connect this panel like this. Now grab 2 more long cam lock nuts and secure them into these 2 holes. Then grab 6 dowels and hammer them into these 6 holes. Next, grab the metal leg, 3 of these screws, and the Allen key. Then secure the leg using the 3 screws with the Allen key. It's going to look like this. If you want, you can also use a plastic handle to get better leverage. Then grab the top panel and put it into this orientation. Also grab 6 of these screws and screw them into these 6 holes. Now attach the top panel like this. Next, grab 6 of the longer cam lock nuts and secure them into these 6 holes. Then grab 4 plastic scratch guards and hammer them into these 4 spots. Now grab 4 felt pads and stick 2 on like this. Then lift and put the desk against your intended wall. Now put the drawers in. Then grab this cabinet door and put it into this orientation. Also grab 2 hinges and 4 of these screws. Then secure each hinge with 2 screws. Next, attach the door like this and secure the door by screwing in these 2 screws. Now grab 8 shelf pins and insert them like this. The end product should look like this if you're following the instructions. You can obviously put the shelf pins on any level you want. Then put the shelves onto the shelf pins like this. Next, grab 2 rubber bumpers and stick them on as shown. Then grab this plastic ring and insert it in like this. Next, grab 4 stickers and stick them over the holes to make them somewhat less noticeable. Now everybody's situation could be a bit different, but if your door is sitting too high or too low, unscrew these 2 screws and play around with the height. This applies to both hinges. Now if your door is too far in or out, unscrew this screw and adjust the depth. Again, this applies to both hinges. And if your door leans too much to one side or the other, unscrew this screw and play around with the other screw. Again, this applies to both hinges. So now let's focus on the add-on unit. Grab these 3 pieces and put them into this orientation. Then grab 4 of these screws and screw them into these 4 holes. Now attach all 3 pieces like this. Then grab 4 of these cam lock nuts and secure them into these 4 holes. Now as I went with the cabinet on the right side, I'll be assembling the top unit like this. So grab 2 screws and screw them into these 2 holes. Then grab this piece and put it into this orientation and attach it as shown. Next, grab this piece and slide it in like this. This will be a temporary placeholder so other pieces won't move too much. Now grab 2 of these cam lock nuts and secure them into these 2 holes. Then grab the backing and make sure it's in this orientation and align everything. The backing should hang out a bit on the lower section of the unit. I've emphasized this with my finger. Now make sure the top corners are flush and then grab something pointy or even your screwdriver and poke 2 holes. If you're using a drill, then you won't need to poke holes prior to screwing in these 2 screws. Next, make sure both bottom corners are flush and poke 2 holes into these 2 holes if you have to. Then grab these 2 metal braces and 2 screws and secure each metal brace with 1 screw. Then grab 6 more screws and screw them into these 6 holes. You can poke holes prior to make the screwing in process easier for you. Now place the add-on unit like this. Next, grab 4 screws and screw them into these 4 holes. Again, you can poke holes to make the screwing in process easier for you. Then put the desk against your intended wall and grab 8 shelf pins. Then insert the 8 shelf pins into these 8 holes if you're following the instructions. Again, you can pick any level you want. Now put the shelves onto the shelf pins like this. Then check that everything opens and closes relatively smoothly, but if you followed all these steps, then you shouldn't have any issues. So you now have a fully assembled Micke Desk with the add-on unit from IKEA. Hopefully this tutorial helped you out.